Hello everyone, I Shilpa Sharma from St. Thomas English Medium School, and today we are going to learn in literature standard 5. Hello friends, today's story is Robinson Crusoe discover a footprint. In a reality, Robinson Crusoe, he belonged to a merchant family in New York. Once he to tell his father that he wants to go to the sea. Instead of that, his father said that you have to become a lawyer, and he obeys his father's wish. But he was committed to his wish too. Once there was a ship was going on, and on that ship his friends was there. They both started their journey on that, and one incident happened. The storm came in the sea, and this Robinson Crusoe, because of that storm, he came to the seesaw, one island, and since then he started living there because because of that storm his boat was totally destroyed. So he started living on that island all alone. So this is the story of his Robinson Crusoe. So shall we begin then? I'll explain you page wise or that paragraph wise. One day when I was going towards my boat, I was surprised to see the footprint of a man. As you can see, one picture of footprint at the corner. If you are walking on a seesaw, that time this kind of prints are, you can see your footprint or someone's footprint is there. So one day when the Robinson was going towards his boat, because he wanted to go to on the boat or near that boat, he was so surprised to see a man's footprint. I stood amazed. And what happened? Then he stood amazed. I listened. I looked around me. He listened. He was trying to listen some voice which made by a human being or someone else. So he started looking around him. I could neither hear or nor see anything. So he was trying to listen some voices or he was trying to see people, but neither he heard any voice nor anyone to see. I went I went up higher to look. He went up on the hill or a hill valley or something near that sea. He went up because when you go a little bit higher, the view is more clear. So he went up to the shore and down the shore, but it was no good. It was no good means it was totally worthless because no one was there when he started looking up and down. I could find no other footprint but that one because he saw only single footprint. I went to it again to see if there were any more footprints and to tell if I had been my imagination. So he again went to near that footprint to see if there is one single footprint is there or any other footprint is there, or maybe because he's been alone so long, so he is mistaken, so he went there to see and he thought okay, it might be a my imagination, but I was not mistaken, for there was exactly the print of a foot. He thought okay, it's my imagination, but again when he went to see, he saw that okay, toes are there, heels are there, every single part of foot is there. I could not imagine how it became there. I stayed a long time thinking but came more and more confused. When he was thinking how a man's footprint came, he became more confused. What is going on? Because I am alone on this an island. So he was confused. At least I returned home very frightened, looking behind me after very 2 or 3 steps. So when he was on the way, he was going at home, he was very frightened and looking behind. He was looking behind after every 3 4 steps, mistaking every bush and tree to be a man. Then, after looking at the footprint, his imagination became so strong. He started thinking that every tree or every bush is a man in his mind. That is the power of imagination. You can you can imagine anything in your mind very strongly, and you can see that thing in front of your eye. When I came to my cave, I called my which I called my castle, I ran inside it as if I was behind chased. When he reached his cave, early humans used to live in a caves only, and because he was on an island, he also started living inside of that cave. And when as soon as he reached near that cave, he ran inside like someone is chasing him. I do not remember whether I used the ladder or went in by the hole in the rock which I called the door. As you can see the image of cave, I ran for cover faster than any animal could run. I did not sleep that night. The more I thought about what I had seen, the more afraid I became. That person, Robinson Crusoe, was so afraid that he could not sleep at that night. He was thinking that incident again and again. I thought it could be one of the savages of the mainland who had wandered out to the sea in a small boat. So he was thinking, what if there is a savage man who came to sea to the island to the sea in a small boat. Luckily, I was not on shore at that time, but what if he had seen my boat? He is saying lucky to himself that when that man came on the island, he wasn't present over there. So he didn't see. So that is why he is calling lucky to himself. If he had seen the boat, he could have realized that someone lived on the island and would soon return with others to kill and eat me. What now he's thinking? What if he has seen my boat and he could realize there is someone and he will bring other people to kill me and to eat me. And so I lay fearful for many days and prayed for protection. In going so, I was much comforted and began going out to investigate. But even now, as I went forward, I looked behind me frequently because I was still very frightened. So he decided that he will do investigation what is going on the beach or seesaw. So he decided to go out of the cave. When he came out of the cave, he started frequently looking behind himself only, that they are coming behind him or not. However, I went about or for 2 or 3 days and saw nothing, I became a little bored. I decided to go down to the shore again and examine the footprint one more time. I decided to measure it with my own foot mark. So, when he became a little bit strong inside mentally, he came out and he started investigation. He was doing investigation from last 2 3 days, but he found nothing. So he became little bit more confident and more strong. So he decided again go to the saw and again examine that footprint. He wanted to measure that footprint by his own footprint. Okay, it is a same or what. As I became as I came closer to the footprint, I realized that it could not be my footprint because I had not come to this part of beach since a long time. Secondly, as I placed my foot alongside that footprint, it seemed larger than my own. First of all, he said to himself, this cannot be mine because he did not come from so long time this side. And when he placed his foot alongside that one, he realized this footprint is much much bigger than his own footprint. My fear returned. I went home again, believing that there was someone there. The island was inhabited. Okay, when he measured the footprint, his own footprint, and that the previous footprint, that previous footprint was bigger than his own. So he went to the cave again. He started living there only, and he decided it's not safe at all. Now students, you have to write all the new words in your notebook, and I am giving you more new words to you. And what you have to do, you have to do each and every exercise of textbook. Okay, each and every exercise of textbook for the exam, because you have to prepare yourself for writing skills. Okay, so you open your mind very nicely and just do all the exercises. Here are here are some more new words: amazed, greatly surprised, imagination, the ability to form picture in the mind, pretended, afraid, or anxious, anxious, investigate, formal inquiry, measure, to discover the exact size or amount of something. So